Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. It's Brandon with Campbell Fitness. In today's video, I'd like to talk about when the best time to work out is. And the reason being is, for most of us out there that are health-minded, we try to be as efficient as possible. That's one of the reasons we come on YouTube and watch these videos. It's one of the reasons why we read so much as far as online, in books, in magazines. We do a lot of research. We try a lot of different things in the gym because what we're trying to establish is what is the best way to reach our goals. In which case, most of us are looking to build muscle or lose fat. So the reason for this video is because it falls in line with everything that we just mentioned, as some of us like to plan specifically when we work out to maximize our gains. The reason we do this is we might have read research or studies that say certain things about our cortisol levels or our testosterone levels being higher or lower at certain parts of the day. And that is definitely true. However, when it comes down to the best time to work out, one of the biggest things you need to take into consideration is yourself. Now, I know a lot of times in these videos we talk about research and studies that say certain things or prove certain points or at least lead us to believe certain points. However, when it comes to this, as when it comes to many things, it's still based around the individual's preference. Now, the way some people look at this is they like to train in the morning because they've read somewhere that their testosterone levels are at their highest. While others will say, no, don't do that, because true, although your test levels are the highest they're going to be throughout the day, your cortisol levels, which is a bad thing, is also at its highest. While on the flip side, some people prefer to train in the evening because they know that their cortisol levels are very low. In the meantime, their testosterone levels are high in comparison to the level of cortisol they get into. Now, I don't know if I've gone ahead and started to confuse you yet, but that's kind of the point that I'm leaning towards here. It all gets very confusing, and in the end, what really takes precedence in this matter is what's best for the individual. Meaning, like, let's say, for instance, you read somewhere that your test level is at their highest in the morning, so you want to train in the morning. The problem is you're not a morning person, and don't worry, you're definitely not alone. A lot of us have trouble getting up consistently at 5, 6 in the morning to go and train. Especially a lot of people then have trouble training because when you train that early and you have other stuff to do throughout the day, they might not have a chance to get in some nutrition, and some people can't train on an empty stomach. On the flip side, some people will say they like to train in the afternoons or the mornings because they have some meals under their belt or they feel more wide awake, while other people who typically would normally prefer to train in the morning and try to force themselves to train at night because they've read that their cortisol levels are lower, they might have had a very tough work day, and by the end of the day, when it comes time to hit the gym, they're simply too tired or don't have the motivation to put in their full intensity into their workout. Now, I know a lot of times on this channel, again, I reference science and research and hypotheses that drive us towards certain things. However, in this case, again, I want to say it's really going to depend on you and the individual. Let's take a look at it this way. Let's say it's most optimal to train at 9 a.m., but due to either you not being able to train at that time or other conflicts coming up, you can't train until 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So you're looking at about a 7-hour difference. Now, one of the things you guys really have to take into consideration with this is muscle gain or weight loss or anything that you're trying to accomplish as far as changing to your body goes should not be viewed in the short term. Meaning, let's say you're able to put on 5 pounds of lean muscle in a given year, which for some of us who have been training for any type of length is a huge accomplishment. Now, looking at that course of the year, we're dealing with thousands and thousands of hours. Meaning that if you're delaying your workout a couple hours each day, you're not going to see any significant negative effects in the long run. It's just one of those things that we don't really need to worry or stress ourselves about. In the end, it still depends on the individual. What you find best is the best time for you to train. As always, everybody, thanks for watching. Stay big.